So I have two questions, and this is kind of on the street issue. We have two of our streets that aren't final paved yet. I know the township's been up looking at, the streets to get them inspected and repaired and all that. But we wanna understand just what the process is, because we hate to go through another winter without a final paving.
So where we at with that, TJ?
So, our office did a walkthrough inspection of the streets in phase 2. We developed a punch list. We had an initial meeting with Scarmazzi Homes, explained to them the punch list. Like this gentleman mentioned, their contractor's been on site last 2 weeks, 10 days or so maybe, working on addressing some of the issues with the storm sewers and the roads. And I actually participated in another walkthrough with Scarmazzi yesterday and their paving contractor. And it's my understanding that they're planning to do the final paving early to mid-October. So it will be done hopefully next month, so that it's done in this paving season. So that's the best update I can give you at this point. So the goal would be to have all those roads done so that the township can hopefully take them over before the end of this year, so there's not an issue with snow.
So is this, I sent you some information they sent me about deed of dedication.
Yeah.
Are these the roads in question?
Correct.
So we can't take them over until the proper township specs?
That's right. So the township won't accept the roads until the remaining work is completed to the satisfaction of the township.
And you're gonna check for paving, you're also check stormwater, correct?
That's correct.
That's the step, sir.
Were all the repairs that you saw yesterday satisfactory?
They have to do the final paving, obviously. There were a couple places where the base repair needed to be made, but apart from that, they will complete the punch list items and to the township's satisfaction, to our office's satisfaction, yes.
Second question is, we were looking for whether the township has a survey of the perimeters of the whole plan, not the individual lots, but the whole plan.
I'm sure, it's gonna be on a big, if you wanna give me your contact information, then I can have Lisa or Mary Ann contact you and set up a time for reviewing some of the documentation, so you can see if you want a copy of something made.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a larger plan, I forget even what the cost of that was. But it
Well-
might be digitized, cause this is a newer plan. Some of the older stuff, it's been a complicated thing.
The phase 1 and the phase 2 subdivisions, which were recorded at the county, are public record at this point. So they would
Okay.
set forth the outer boundary like you're asking for, and they're certainly available, so.
And phase 3 hasn't been recorded?
I'm not sure what you mean by phase 3. So,
We have 3 phases.
well,
With the
I
home,
I think Scarmazzi refers commonly to phases 1 and 2. Phase 1 being the initial part of the plan, and the second phase, the loop around the back.
Okay.
So, but to my knowledge, when the township approved the subdivision for that plan of lots, it was in a phase 1 and a phase 2. There never was a phase 3 recorded, as far as I know.
Okay, all right. I'll leave my contact information and,
Absolutely, just, yeah, if you could leave it by the end of the evening on the desk here.
okay, thank you.
It's good. Okay, Mr. Hoddle.
Albert Sennick from Hidden Hollow. I live on Village Lane there. We were thinking about getting a street light at the bottom of the street. And you mentioned a couple months ago, we could be charged per unit, or how does that work?
No, I said that the current way that the streetlights are assessed here is the people that live on the streets with the streetlights pay a streetlight tax, like our tax collector was just referring to.
No,
The problem is Hidden Hollow doesn't have anybody that lives on that street to assess that.
but we wanted one, if we would want one down there, could the
I don't know how that would
area
work.
pay for it?
I assume, it's just never been done here before.
If I may, to get a street light, 51% of the community has to vote for a street light. And the 49 that don't want it, it's their shit on the block.
Now, is it the whole community or the street itself?
It's whoever benefits from the street light has
Okay.
a pole, and when 51% of them agree to have a street light.
So then you'd have to get in your Scarmazzi plan that many people to petition the township to put in a
Right.
street light.
So we could write a
And those-
petition for that.
Because they're ultimately the people that are gonna pay for the maintenance and the bill for the street light, so they have to want it.
But do you have an estimated cost for that?
No, because usually the street lights are put in by
You
the,
do.
Well, I don't know the cost of installation, but the people in the Boyka plan have a street light right at their entrance only, and they pay $6 a year for that street light.
The initial-
Every individual in that
the
plan.
initial light installation is usually done by the developer. I don't know that this township's ever put in a street light for development before. I mean, it could be looked into, and it could be negotiated somehow with the HOA. It's just, don't have an answer because it hasn't been done yet. Doesn't mean it can't be done, it
Right,
hasn't
well,
been done yet.
it's a problem of people finding that road.
Yeah.
We put markers on the telephone pole, but it's ideally where the streetlight would be, right on that pole, so they would not have to put a pole up if they were allowed to put one on the pole there.
I mean, we just never put one in, but it's usually the developers, other than the year that they all, came through, but it's been probably the 70s. So,
Okay, thank you very much.
you're welcome, thank you. That's all.